We begin with the week beginning with trade talks front and center.
It's a very substantive issue.
It's an important, both economic as well as psychological issue.
We shouldn't get overly bullish, even if there is a trade deal.
If we're seeing the sort of tariffs increase, let's say in March, say there's no future negotiation with the Chinese, that will lead to a risk-off more broadly.
We've actually measured, what we think the impact of China on the negative side has been, and it's between 5 and 10%, potentially on world indices if you were to look back over the last 18 months.
It feels like the market is a bit complacent and expecting something fairly promising.
Not reaching an agreement on March 1st and moving forward with tariffs on March 1st, I think would be a damaging signal.
Joining me around the table here in New York City is Lale Topcuoglu, JOHCM Senior Fund Manager, and Paul Richards, Medley Global Advisors President. Lale, I want to begin with you. This March 1st deadline, do you consider the March 1st deadline a line in the sand or a hard deadline where something needs to be achieved?
It's really hard to tell, right? So I don't think there's no hard deadlines. I think they can make the markets feel happy if they keep on talking, and then some sort of a carrot being dangled to the market that there's going to be some sort of a trade deal coming. But I think, so March 1st, but also, not to change the subject, but be mindful, March 1st is also going to coincide with the debt ceiling deadline. So the market is coming to, there's going to be this, I don't want to say a perfect storm because it sounds kind of gloomy, but we have possible government shutdown, we have the trade talks, and then debt ceiling debate.
We do have this list of headline risk on the agenda, and a lot of it binary risk, Paul, as well. You can include Brexit perhaps in that too. How do you view some of these deadlines?
I think China is a big one. We're 8 months into it, and this is it, Jonathan. Going back to Buenos Aires, we knew it was 1 March. We knew it was going to be a very short time frame, but they've got to get it done. And they've been talking. Lighthizer has been involved. He's the key. Whatever he decides, basically, is what Trump is going to decide. And I think they're incredibly close.
I just feel like we're spending the whole week saying the clock is ticking, and I'm wondering what it's ticking down to. So on March 1st, I just get the feeling, you see the Axios report over the weekend, the President of the United States, there could be a meeting with the President of China next month in the United States. That will be after the March 1st deadline. So it just sort of moves towards the direction that you get talks for more talks and more talks, Paul, and we sort of go through this March 1st deadline without much drama? I
don't see it. I think this will be the celebration, or they won't meet each other. And in fact, I still do not preclude the possibility that he flies from Hanoi to Beijing. It's a three and a half hour flight, and it's very possible. I think this is game on. I think this is binary. It happens or it doesn't happen. And the market effect is binary in that environment.